this is Callum Johnson and you're watching Sporting Icons.
So some interesting news from the British Boxing Board of Control. In fact, they have ordered some fights. Will all these fights happen? Probably not, to be fair, but we'll have to wait and see. And it will be Hughie Fury versus Joe Joyce. This is a fight that they have ordered. Obviously, Hughie Fury is the British heavyweight champion and Joe Joyce is the Commonwealth. Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman. I'm not too sure what that's for. That could well be for the English title, potentially. Callum Johnson versus Joshua Buatsi. Callum Johnson, of course, a light heavyweight British champion. Now, it's interesting that Buatsi is there because he seems to have jumped ahead of Hosea Burton and Anthony Yard. So that'd be an interesting one. Mark Heffron versus Liam Williams. We know that fight has already been announced. Ryan Walsh versus Reece Bellotti. Now, I believe that one has also been announced, and that one could be on the Dylan Whyte and Derek Chisora Part 2, the rematch, undercard. Potentially, at least, anyway. And Andrew Selby versus Paddy Barnes. Again, another interesting fight. Now, out of all these ones, listen, this is Frank Warren. He's not going to allow Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman for an English title. In fact, he's going to have to, at minimum, for a British title, I think, or a WBO European title, as he rates that title quite highly. So it's unlikely you're going to get Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman. Callum Johnson versus Joshua Buatsi, maybe. But for me, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Callum Johnson potentially vacate one of the Commonwealth or the British titles and maybe going for a European. I wouldn't mind that one. Maybe him versus a European light heavyweight, whoever it may be. I have no idea who the champion is, to be honest with you. But the other ones I think are pretty makeable. I don't think Hughie Fury would want to take on Joe Joyce. Likewise, I'm not too sure Joe Joyce would want to take on Hughie Fury. These guys are friends. These guys have done a lot of sparring. But if this fight happens, excellent stuff. But of course, will Hughie Fury want to keep hold of his British title? Will Joe Joyce keep his Commonwealth? Out of those, I imagine Hughie Fury may well keep his British. And it's quite possible Joe Joyce may give up the Commonwealth. If Joe Joyce gives up the Commonwealth, maybe that could be on the line for Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman. That may tempt Frank Warren to get a move on. And especially if a lot of the rumours are correct about him potentially facing bankruptcy, Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman is a decent fight. It's not a stadium fight, as he once called it, or as he said a couple of weeks ago, it's maybe an O2 arena fight. And that'd be very, very interesting. I kind of get the impression Daniel Dubois doesn't really want Nathan Gorman just yet. But Nathan Gorman, he called out Daniel Dubois on a number of occasions. But either way, if one of these guys don't fight each other then fully expect the likes of Dave Allen to step in. But again, a lot of this will be dependent on Hughie Fury versus Joe Joyce, which I highly doubt will happen. It's just my opinion. I hope to be wrong on that one. I'd love to see Hughie Fury versus Joe Joyce. I think that would be an interesting fight. I'm not too sure who wins that one. I really don't know, but I'd love to find out. Much like Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman. Both these guys, same age, why not? Callum Johnson versus Joshua Buatsi. I'm not too sure if Eddie Hearn would want to take that fight. It might be a bit early for Buatsi, but likewise, if it's good money, why not? But, I mean, who would win, Callum Johnson or Joshua Buatsi? That's a really interesting one. I mean, it really is. Mark Heffron versus Liam Williams. I like both of these fighters. I'm probably just going to edge you with Liam Williams. Maybe just. I'm probably like 51-49 in favour of Liam Williams, but you never know. Ryan Walsh versus Reece Bellotti. I like Ryan Walsh, but I'm not too sure if he can take the style of Reece Bellotti. I rate Reece Bellotti very, very highly. Andrew Selby versus Paddy Barnes. Again, I'm probably going to have to go with the skill set of Andrew Selby, if of course that happens. If any of these fights happen, worst case scenario, any of these fights can say, nah, I ain't doing that, and then they just replace them. There's no penalties, there's no fines or anything like that, so they can order all they like. It's not like a world title. If any of these guys got the British or the Commonwealth, they'd go, yeah, give it up. It's not that big of a deal. Anyway, that's what's going on. Drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.